The first step to quieting the mind is noticing the nature of the mind. Most of us are spending every waking moment of our lives with some voice in our head, either our own or a show we like to watch, a podcast we like to listen to, scrolling social media and we're reading the content or watching videos, talking with people. And this is all fun and enjoyable, but most of it we'll find is not positive, not healing, and this all impacts our thoughts. When we are thinking constantly, all the time, it is like someone screaming inside of our head 24/7. And when we are in constant mental chatter, we have no awareness of what is going on around us, what is going on in our body, and we are just in this chaotic mental state. And our higher self that knows what we should be doing, that knows what's best for us, that knows exactly what to do in every situation, like every other animal on earth has, with no worry, no stress, no anxiety. That higher self cannot think with all that noise going on. And so it is essential that we practice quieting our mind, bringing some stillness to our thoughts and letting it take a rest. We are exhausted from all of that mental chatter, and it is usually negative, which just drains us. And the thing is, we cannot quiet our mind by using our mind. If we scream, "shut up," at our thoughts, that is just making the voice in our head louder. And it will make our mind revolt, and it will go in a whole new direction of unpleasant thoughts that are thinking like, "Why won't it stop? Stop already," and just getting mad at itself and creating this split personality within itself, which is not where we want to be. And the way to have a moment of peace, which is to be truly restful, to be truly relaxed, is to become aware, to expand our awareness. We cannot be present and in our head at the same time. And we create this awareness through practice and through creating the conditions that lead to a peaceful mind. The human brain was designed to spend 90% of the day present, aware, and when it needed to think, reflect, and introspect. This is not just something we liked to do. This was essential for human health. We have to spend some time every single day with no distractions, as if we were in the wild, as if we were foraging for food, and we were just left to process the experiences in our lives. And this is essential. When we sleep, we process our memories. But when we are awake, we need to use that mind for what it was designed to do, which is to process our experiences, to allow the mind the space to settle and not just flooding it with more and more information constantly without giving it that space to breathe. Our attention is priceless, and we give it away to things that are just a waste of time, that do not add value to our lives, do not enrich us in any way. And in fact, often it's drama, reality TV, chaotic entertainment, people screaming, complaining, all of that stuff that of course affects how we think, because we are letting something hijack our stream of thought. And so we need to be very careful with who we give our attention to, what we are allowing to intercept our stream of thought and take us over while we consume whatever entertainment we are consuming. The less we shovel into our brains, and the more we let our mind unravel all of that input, eventually that voice gets quieter and quieter and more relaxed, more calm, because we've created so much peaceful moments in our lives, these moments of stillness. And just like a still body leads to a still mind, a calm, still, peaceful life leads to a peaceful mind and body as well. We already have a lot going on in our lives. We already have a lot of stress. We don't need to watch the news, watch a drama, a horror movie, all of that stuff that makes our minds more tense and more chaotic. And we usually do those things to unwind, to relax. And this is part of the reason we feel such stress and feel such an intensity of whatever emotion we're feeling, whether it's anxiety or depression and sadness, or even excitement and agitation. We were told that modern technology would give us the gift of free time and freedom. But the problem was, we hate free time. And we use technology to fill it, and now we are busier than ever before. It's almost like we should just wash the dishes by hand instead of watch them so that we can then go stress ourselves out. We don't have to go to the bank now, and we can do it on our phones. But instead of using that time to relax, to discover that peaceful, perfect, present moment that we're always in, we disrupt it with whatever pops up on our newsfeed. Now, it is totally fine to indulge in these pleasures and entertainment. It is essential that we also waste a little time. But it's essential that we do it mindfully, that we do it consciously, that it doesn't become a mindless habit, that we spend ideally 2 days a month not indulging in entertainment and those things that lower our positive mindset. This gives us a chance to reassess our activities, and it gives us a chance to devote some time every month to enriching and nurturing those positive strengths within us, those feelings of presence, love, and joy. The first step to quieting the mind is noticing the nature of the mind. Noticing what sets it off, what makes it go racing in a direction, what triggers it. And then once it's triggered and we're lost in thought, when we were trying to just be present, how does our thoughts go from topic to topic? What really is the nature of this mind? Why is it that it can just come up with any terrible topic to obsess over when we're just trying to sit in peace? And how is it pulling from everything from our past, from every worry about the future? How is it just filling up the noise exactly how we pull out our phone without thinking about it, and we start scrolling without thinking about it, and then 4 hours later we're like, where did the day go? And the more we watch, the more that chaotic behavior starts to be on its best behavior. It knows it's being watched, and it will stop misbehaving. So, without forcing our mind to stop thinking and then getting angry at it when it starts to wander, we just become that witness. We just watch the thoughts. And we make a habit and a practice of witnessing this present moment, the only thing that's real. We think subconsciously that there's some thought that will save us, that will solve our problems, that will make us happy. What we need to realize is that there is no thought that will make us truly happy. It is to be present that will make us truly happy. It is the greatest feeling in the world when we are just present, when we see with our eyes what is happening without that sports commentator in our mind calling every play of our lives. And we can just see, we can feel, we can hear. And this isn't only where all the richness of life happens, but it is the only way to be truly peaceful, because we're not relying on a movie to take over our mind. We're not relying on anything external or that is not in the here and now to be happy. And the more that we are able to zap into the present through our fingertips, through our eyes, through our breath, the easier it becomes, and the longer those moments can happen. And eventually, we live in a meditative state. We respond to what life calls from us. And we do so with wisdom, the wisdom of our highest self. Not from fear, not from panic, worry, stress, or anxiety that just destroys our body and our mind. But we do so with joy, whatever needs to be done. My favorite thing personally is to do the dishes without headphones in, as I used to do. To leave my phone out of the bathroom. To create that silence in my life. And it leads to a quieter mind and a peaceful life.